Locked and loaded, tonight's tale will march us right into the past of love and war.
As we join forces with the afterlife, we'll infiltrate one of Canada's oldest military bases, Fort Henry.
What are you running from?
Look, it's a ghost! What do you mean?
Known today as a historic military town with a grisly past, 200 years ago, Kingston was a blossoming naval port and trading hub on the shore of the St. Lawrence River. As I continue telling you the information of the story that needs to be said for us to get to the ghost, I really just want to preface, I do not know what I'm talking about. In 1812, a war broke out, literally called the War of 1812. The Americans were basically trying to infiltrate British land that would go on to become Canada.
In 1832, construction for the fort we see today began. Completed with a dry moat and drawbridge, the fort was ready for anything and everything headed its way. As we march into our investigation tonight, we'll look for the ghosts of a soldier, rebellion leader Nils Van Schultz, and a child, all said to be on guard in the afterlife at Fort Henry in Kingston, Ontario.
My name is Jim Dean. I'm the creative director of The Haunted Walk. Kingston, Ontario is known as the Limestone City. Now, this is very important to us because limestone has often been connected with paranormal activity.
I do believe that Fort Henry is haunted.
I've heard that the ghosts scream and you can hear their footsteps.
It's just a vibe inside, you know what I mean?
The most chilling things that have happened to guests on our tour is them suddenly becoming aware of figures moving in the shadows. They often immediately feel nauseous, dizzy, and some even report having a shortness of breath. There certainly were enough accidents, tragedies, suffering, and death for us to believe that Fort Henry is the most haunted fort in Canada.
I love what you did with the place.
Thank you.
I think it could have just used one more brick. Why was this built?
It's a fort, so to protect the river.
Oh, like Riverdale. Ain't that up? That you did.
This is gonna be fun. Hey guys, I'm Jordan Connor, and you may know me from Riverdale and Looking for Alaska. Do I believe in the paranormal? I think I'm on the fence. I think I definitely believe something out there exists, whether it's ghosts, demons, aliens. I don't think I've ever wanted to be possessed. I'd maybe be down for like an alien abduction just to learn some things. I'm open for anything. I don't really have any expectations. I mean, I'm hoping to see a ghost. I have absolutely no idea where we're going tonight. Matthew is a gem. Luke, can you remind me who that is? I would like to think I get along with ghosts. What's up, ghosts? Wow, this is crazy.
Hello! Oh, that's good.
This place is huge, kind of looks like the Coliseum. Luke thinks it's the Coliseum for sure.
What are you picking up on here?
One-on-one battles to the death.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy, because truly,
Yeah.
that's actually
That never
not even
happened.
slightly close.
I imagine military exercises.
Okay, that's a little bit closer. That's actually way closer.
Okay.
Fort Henry never saw war. It did see a lot of death. And criminals that were housed here died. Prisoners of war died here. And even family members of the soldiers that were stationed here died. So every corner of this place that we explore has seen some type of trauma. And you know what they say, where there's trauma and time, there's a good chance for a ghost.
I can guarantee you whatever has been seen here, I have more trauma. Our first hotspot for investigation is the reverse fire chamber.
Oh, what in the... Okay, it's a cannon.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Oh, end of the road.
Whoa.
The place is definitely creepy. There's definitely a vibe.
I need to go in this.
All right.
Matthew, give me a boost.
I mean, I don't know. You can't be boosted that much higher. It's like a hole.
I can probably fit you in here. Can I put you in
I
here?
can get in there. Do you want me to get in there?
You're the small one. Oh, she's going right for it.
Flexibility.
Wait, how did you do that?
Oh my.
How here.
It's not that big.
Okay, what is this room?
Fort Henry was used for several things. The most common being a military training base when it wasn't used as a prisoner of war camp.
Right out of this hole is the dry moat. As we said, this fort didn't see a lot of action, so these soldiers had a ton of downtime. And rumor has it there was one soldier who was drinking on the job, and he may have loaded the cannon too quickly, so it hadn't had time to cool down, and the ammunition exploded in his hands and killed him right on the spot
Right
in
here.
this very room.
Because half of his face was blown off was specifically documented as like a bigger thing, but majority of all the deaths that happened here were accidental.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like the worst way to die, I think accidentally blowing off your own face is probably like an 8, 8.5.
Many men died here. Most famous man who blew off his face.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now he's standing right behind you.
Guests and staff have reported the presence of a soldier screaming in agony from these chambers. People see a man's face on the stones on the wall in here.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I know. We have a tool. Should we use that tool? An EMF detector is a tool used to measure the presence of a ghost. When it goes to red, that means
That's where some stuff's going on.
Exactly.
All right.
And feel free to call out to
I mean, this kind of looks
soldier.
like a face right here, but maybe not. About a half blown off face.
I don't actually know what a half blown off face would look like to understand like how to identify it.
I'm kind of feeling like, remember when that woman said she saw Jesus in her toast?
I'm sorry, what?
It's that's this moment?
Yeah, a little bit. Just think, okay, play it through your
Yeah,
head.
well, if he got blown up on this wall.
He's lighting
Oh,
the
would his
cannon
face be
here,
over here?
and he's like explosion
Yeah.
pushing him. Ricochets off this wall,
Yeah.
and he's like catapulted. Maybe he like
Over here.
scrapes this.
So long story short, it's this wall.
Wait, maybe hold that out to the wall and see if.
I don't think it's working.
Place this in the window. To the soldier that perished in this room,
Do you like it in here?
were you drunk when this accident happened?
Okay.
Big blip.
Yeah, that was a big blip. Do you hate it in here?
Can Matthew kiss you?
I think we have a gay ghost who has a crush on you.
Like,
In here.
I'm feeling
Finally
it. Guys,
switched.
this is nuts.
Go give him a smooch.
Give him a
Okay,
smooch.
okay. I'm just gonna kiss the general area. Feel free to. Okay.
Oh, it did. Yo, it did.
I'm not even fucking with you. It literally
did.
went off.
It went off. Make
Oh my
out.
God.
Make
Did
out.
you see that? Did either of you
Make
see
out.
that?
Yeah, make it with the ghost.
Yeah, make it with the
Okay,
ghost.
give us a second.
Oh,
Just
here,
stick your
give me
tongue
this
out or
thing.
something.
Give me this thing, and
Yeah.
you just get in there and have a little moment with the
Okay.
ghost.
Oh my god, that tickles. You're so
Keep going.
special. Wait. Did it go off?
It's going off like full on. Full on.
Shit, really?
Keep going, keep going.
Ask if he's like a top or a bottom.
Okay, are you a top? Go off if you are.
Not a top.
Not a top. Okay, wait. So would you identify as a bottom? Did it go off?
Yeah.
Our second hotspot for investigation is the officers' quarters.
All right.
Oh, wow.
I love Night at the Museum.
These chairs just started rocking by themselves. So what's the deal here?
There's a lot to unpack here.
Okay.
As you may have noticed, there's a museum to your left.
I do feel a little bit of an interesting vibe here.
Originally, they had built rooms in here for like the actual soldiers to live in, but then they're like, we need to use these as jail cells.
So this room belonged to Nils Van Schultz. During the Battle of the Windmill, the commanders of the Hunters Lodge appointed soldier Nils Van Schultz to lead an attack on Fort Henry.
However, before they could even get to Kingston, they were seized, Diva.
He was captured along with like 13 other treasonous men and brought and tried here. So he was actually hung here at the fort on December 8th, 1838. This was his room, and that was actually his rocking chair.
People always report that rocking chair rocking.
The first thing you said was like, and those chairs start rocking on their own. We looked at each other and we're literally like... Staff and visitors of the fort claim the spirit of Nils haunts the commander's room in the officers' quarters where he was once imprisoned. With reports of feeling faint, people believe this uneasy sensation to be the result of Nils.
Nils! Hello, please rock the chair!
It's a creepy vibe.
I have something we can do
Okay.
that might make it rock.
Okay.
10, huh? Forgot you guys said that.
I hate that.
Guys, this is what Nils would have worn.
He would have been in an American uniform.
What is this?
This is definitely the red coats. Like, this is British. This is a British uniform. He's, if anything...
Babes, I don't know a lot about history.
Or, like, how to do a British accent. That's pretty Australian.
How do you feel right now?
A little claustrophobic in this jacket.
Okay.
But also, I feel like we're not really pissing him off enough to rock the chair.
Oi! You're gonna die in there.
Rock the fucking chair, you sick son of a bitch.
Rock that chair.
Rock the chair! Or face the cannons. Would you please rock the chair? We're sitting out here waiting for tea and we want to drink it. So rock the chair so we can get out of here.
Wait, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was a good accent.
Thank you
Are you
very
an
much.
actor?
No, I'm a British soldier in 1837. Why are we pointing our guns at this?
I don't. I think it was working. All right, Matthew, do you want to try something else?
We do have some tools. A hexcom converts environmental readings into words.
How do we use this, Matthew?
It just, the words will show up on the screen.
Like it just starts
It
automatically?
just starts.
Are you Nils? Let's start with the basics. Is someone here?
Myself.
Oh,
Whoa.
How did you die? Oh, it's flickering.
it is.
How would you describe your time trapped inside this cell?
Lamp.
Lamp. Wait, is there a lamp in that room? There is. There's one on the dresser over there. Please don't break this one.
Babes,
Hey,
I
babe.
need you to work.
Luke talks to everything like it's a walkie-talkie.
Jordan, come in.
Nils Van Schultz here. What would you like?
This tool is not working, but honestly, it's better than wearing the guns and the coats. Give us one last word and we'll leave you alone.
8.
8.
I will say this, he did die on December 8th, 1838. So that is 3 8s in his death date, which is kind of crazy.
Our third hotspot for investigation is the living quarters.
Little doors, man. Oh, it's a school. So we're walking into this new section of the fort, and this place is definitely giving me the most creepy vibes.
Whoa, okay.
What's in here? Cat.
You two go sit down.
Oh, we're gonna do a little.
And here's your chalk.
We're gonna learn a little something.
During the First World War, access to the fort was very restricted, and because of this, soldiers often brought their families to live with them.
The living commons consisted of an impromptu marriage quarters, a schoolroom, and a bakery. I would like you to write down, in one word, the vibe you get from this room. Scared.
But not me. Like, there's a scared presence in here.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like a child. Like, child was scared, frightened.
Okay, Matthew Finlan.
All right. I said unsettled.
Due to the size of the communal area and everyone being isolated within the fort, illness and disease would spread much faster. And it's said that many family members of the soldiers passed away within the fort during this time as a result. Many of them, children.
Interesting. Is this like the kitchen?
I like the smell of this room.
Okay, Matthew.
It is a bakery.
Wow. Did you read that on a sign?
Yeah, it's right here.
Welcome to the bakery. Okay.
This place is definitely darker and bigger than anywhere we've been so far. I'm getting a definite vibe.
One of the spirits that is like the most known thing of this entire fort is the ghost of a little girl.
Visitors and paranormal investigators report the spirit of a little girl is said to haunt these quarters. Although her identity is unknown, many people believe this little girl to be a soldier's daughter. Security has even found little children's wet footprints on the ground.
One night, we had a woman decide she wouldn't come. That's when she heard footsteps approaching her. Unfortunately for her, there was no body to accompany those footsteps.
We have a tool that will allow us to communicate with this spirit. The Ovilus 5 lets spirits communicate using phonetic sounds and words.
Are you scared? I'm a little scared.
What was that?
That was something.
You heard that,
I
right?
heard that.
That
There
sounded
was-
like a tongue.
There was a move over there,
Yeah.
but then there was a tonk over here.
Ask it to talk.
Please talk to us. Please say something. Make a sound.
What if each of us stood in one room each? We stand in the doorway of each of these rooms.
Well, I have the night vision, so I'll start here.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be in this middle room with this thing going.
Okay, well, we're spread out. We can play hide and seek. I heard a little click in here, but I don't know if that was something else. Be careful.
I heard be careful.
I
get the-
definitely heard be careful. You aren't alone? Did you hear that?
What'd you hear?
Like a screaming.
You heard a scream.
What?
Like a wave in the back there. Is the little girl here?
Little girl, is that you? Are you here?
If that was you, could you make that noise again?
You are inside something something. Are you the little girl who haunts this fort?
We've been hearing noises coming from all over. Can you make a noise where you want us to be?
You know what's crazy?
What?
It's rare that we ever have the thing that people say the ghost does happen.
Yeah, and we've had that happen.
I mean, not happening, but yet nothing at all. That concludes our investigation into Fort Henry.
And now it's time to decide if this location is truly haunted.
Or not.
In Hotspot 1, the reverse fire chamber, guests and staff have reported the spirit of a soldier known to scream haunting these chambers.
So listen, Toots.
I'm Toots.
I know what you're gonna say.
What am I gonna say
The
here?
ghost tried to fuck you. Can Matthew kiss you?
Most spirits do.
Say that's what happened, right? We didn't hear no screaming.
No, very silent lover, let's put it that way.
No no screaming in the bedroom.
No safe word.
We saw no face in the wall.
Not a pupil, not a nose.
In Hotspot 2, the officers' quarters, visitors claim the ghost of Mills von Schultz to haunt the commander's room, with reports of feeling faint or seeing a rocking chair move on its own. Based on the reports of the haunting of Nils,
Yeah.
rocking that chair. That clearly did not happen.
No.
And not without
Many threats.
Not without many threats. Rock the chair. We held guns at the chair.
Wooden fake guns.
We dressed up, I think, as the arch nemesis of him.
In Hotspot 3, the living quarters, many visitors and paranormal investigators of the fort have claimed the spirit of a little girl haunts these quarters, with reports of objects flying across the room and wet footprints on the ground.
None of that happened. Not one thing happened there.
Well, we did hear some banging. There were a couple of noises that we thought were a bit unexplainable. We decided to pull out our Ovilus and see if we could get any responses. There were a couple of things, a few names came up, but nothing that was very conclusive.
The million-dollar question is, do you think Fort Henry is haunted?
The ghosting verdict
Of our paranormal investigation
into Fort Henry
is...
I have to say that I think
not haunted.
Not haunted on the night we went. Oh, I have such a hard time saying not haunted because I believe everywhere on this earth has the potential to be haunted. But truthfully, the conditions of the night we were at Fort Henry didn't live up to the expectations I had.
Fort Henry is potentially haunted.
This battle has found its end.
You just felt like there was like a tingly energy going on.
Whew, that was really a tough fight getting to the end of that one.
Thank God I look good in uniform.
And thank God I never have to wear that hat again.
Bring in the hat.
What?
Lucy.